Hello, my name is Renata. I am 20 years old and a student of the University of Glasgow. Today I'll be presenting Dance On, the idea of the prosthetic made for ballet. In this project, I aim to design a lower limb prosthetic for above-knee amputees that would allow them to dance ballet. I was motivated to start this as a part of an activity from university, and I was inspired by a story seen online where a father turned to social media to get a prosthetic for his daughter. She had a passion for ballet and wanted to dance at the tip of her toes, but with the current sports blade, that was impossible. To get a better insight into the user requirements, I sent a survey to the university's dance society. The most common move was said to be the pirouette, which is where the ballerina spins backwards on one leg. Despite the results showing mixed opinions, most people prefer the classical look, pointed toes and a rough tip surface. As the prosthetic provides no feedback to the user other than the pressure felt by the residual limb, they might not realize the contact with the floor is unstable and there might be a risk of slippage. The rough tip would minimize it. However, at the same time, it must allow for rotation, which is why I decided to include a bearing mechanism. This means the tip will be stationary and with a good grip with the floor whilst the rest rotates. A morphological analysis table was helpful in identifying the most suitable conceptual design to take forwards. To the right, you can see some of these concepts put to pen and paper, with the top one showing the bearing mechanism for spin. To create the 3D model, I imported pictures of my own leg as canvases in Fusion 360 and used the form environment to create the shape. It would potentially be customizable. Appearance is also an important factor in ballet, so I made the components look like spirals, mimicking the ribbons, and to keep the more classical look, I made them follow the shape of the calf. Here you can see where the mechanism would be located. It would be actuated only when all the body weight is put on the device, compressing the spring like this. I estimated the spring stiffness by considering the compression length and the force experienced when standing on one leg, which can be approximated as 2.5 times the upper body weight. Then the top of the shaft would interlock with the bearing, as shown. The socket, the knee, the spring and the bearings were imported components. The knee should be positioned 1 cm behind the weight line to prevent any accidental actuation. Performing a static loading simulation, I saw that there is only a small amount of displacement, which is good, as it would withstand while still providing some compliance. This is how the prosthetic should look like in a dance hall, with the toe tip matching the floor. Combined with the spirals, this would contribute to the illusion of the ballerina being floating, which is one of the objectives when going at the tip of the toes. This was a thoroughly interesting project, and I hope that with some improvement it can help someone too. Thank you.